Generations and Leadership Reflection. This is on 2 Timothy and Acts chapter 20. What does Paul say about leadership? Paul tells Christians to guard what has been entrusted to the leaders within the church, and also to be aware of those outside of the church that they could be considered leaders of. This is in 2 Timothy 1:5. Paul also talks about being zealous for serving God and doing what God has asked of people to do, no matter what. Paul was also in prison more than one time within Rome for telling others about God and Jesus. Paul tells people to also be a lifelong student and to study the Bible so that we can live according to the way that God wants us to. And that's in 2 Timothy 2 verses 24 and 25. Paul welcomes the youth into the church and tells them not to be put down by the elders because of their youth. They have new perspectives and fresh ideas that may help the church to be able to grow. He also entrusts the elders to train the younger generations in the Bible and to following God's will. Paul tells others about what God has done, even if it means that they throw him into prison, and that's stated in Acts 20 verse 21. Personal reflection. God has called each of us to serve a unique purpose. We are all like puzzle pieces, and we all have a very specific spot in which we fit in that no one else is able to fill. God gives us each a specific role while we are here on this earth, whether it's to teach, to sing, to pray for others. Our gifts vary, and we should use them. We should also be constantly aware of opportunities around us to serve others, not only within the church, but outside of the church as well, to the people that may be hurting or have no other place to look for help. The youth are the leaders of tomorrow that we are able to influence, either for the better or for the worse. Many times the youth have issues at their homes, that they are abused, they are left unattended, and are seeking attention from somewhere, and we can be that positive influence within their lives. Other people need to see Jesus in us. They may never actually step foot into a church, but they can see Jesus through our actions and how we treat others and them. No matter what a person's background is, what their culture is, their sexual orientation, that's not for us to judge. That is totally God's judgment that is placed on them.